episode.
Okay, so set the scene for us.
The dreamer is climbing this massive structure scaffolding like the skeleton of a skyscraper. It's really precarious.
And they're not alone?
No, they're being followed by a young girl. And the dreamer explicitly notes this feeling of avoidance. They're climbing faster to get away from her.
A standard chase sequence so far, but then it turns tragic.
The girl slips. She falls to her death. And the emotional shift in the text is it's instant. It goes from annoyance to this visceral guilt.
Yeah, the source text says, I feel immense guilt and responsibility.
So much so that the dreamer jumps after her.
And this is where the special effects budget kicks in, because they don't just fall, they transform.
And to Goku.
Specifically Goku from Dragon Ball Z. Now, I watched that show growing up, and usually that's a power fantasy. You want to be the strongest guy in the universe.
But this feels different.
Very different.
It is. The text specifies the gorilla monkey ape that Saiyans turn into on a full moon. In the show's lore, that form represents a total loss of control. It's primal, destructive chaos.
So it's not a hero saving the day.
No, it's a reversion to animal instinct. The dreamer feels guilt, jumps into the void, and reverts to a beast. They lose their humanity in the fall.
But the landing, it isn't a crash, it's more like a spiritual intervention.
Right. Two older women appear next to the bodies. One calls the dreamer a savage, which reinforces that beast imagery.
And then there's the voice.
A disembodied voice cuts through. The dreamer compares it to Samaneri Jayasara, who, for anyone who doesn't know, is a real-world Buddhist teacher known for guided meditations.
And she drops the title of the dream.
She says, that's what happens when you're a citizen of the Bardo.
I've heard that term Bardo, usually in the context of, like, the Tibetan Book of the Dead. But what does it actually imply here? Is the dreamer dead?
Not literally. The Bardo is the intermediate state. It's that liminal space between death and rebirth. It's a gap where consciousness is suspended and tested.
Okay.
So by calling the dreamer a citizen of the Bardo, the subconscious is suggesting that this person feels stuck. They aren't fully alive. They aren't dead. They are just transitioning.
And in that transition, things are dangerous. People fall.
You turn into a monster. It's a really profound statement on their current psychological state. It's a warning. You're living in the gap, and look what happens.
Wow.
It frames the entire dream life as a Bardo state, a place where you have to navigate your karma before you can, wake up.